Hello Planeswalkers and welcome to the Sanctum. Today's video is Karlov of the Ghost Council. Karlov is a white and a black for a 2/2 with the ability of whenever you gain life, put 2+1/+1 counters on Karlov of the Ghost Council. Then white-black, remove 6/1/1 counters from Karlov of the Ghost Council, exile target creature. Now, note that Karlov doesn't care how much life you gain, just each instance will put 2+1/+1 counters on him. So you want to focus on more instances rather than larger instances. Starting with our mana base, you want to be able to get Karlov out second turn. So you have a command tower, scrubland, godless shrine, concealed courtyard, isolated chapel, and Caves of Koilos, so you can play first turn white or black and then second turn Karlov. We have a Fetid Heath, we have a Shambling Vent, and an Orzhov Basilica. Basilica is in here specifically to bounce Scoured Barrens and Seraph Sanctuary. A little bit of extra life gain on a land drop that your opponents can't respond to is helpful. We have the Vault of the Archangel, Ancient Tomb, and an Arcane Lighthouse. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. I do not have a Cabal Coffers in the deck since I find it's very hurtful that it doesn't tap for mana on its own. But Urborg is useful because we have cards that care about swamps. Bajuka Bog, Shizo's Death Storehouse, and then Anamiria, the Sky Ruin. And then we have 7 swamps and 9 plains. For our creatures, we have a Weathered Wayfarer. I am running a lower number of lands in this deck, and the green players frequently outramp me. An Oreskos Explorer, same thing. Usually most of the table has more lands than you. Burnished Heart, Solemn Simulacrum, and Krivgast, who's the card that cares about swamps. He also has Extort, which is a very powerful ability in this deck. For card advantage and selection, we have the Seer, Dark Confidant, Ranger of Eos. Now, I am not fond of tutoring in general, but Ranger of Eos will go and get you your Soul Sisters, who are very important to the deck, so I will include very specific tutors for fundamental parts of my deck. Disciple of Bolas, Sun Titan. And now our life gain creatures. We of course have Soul's Attendant and Soul Warden. Sarah Ascendant, it is just really strong life gain, but it does make you a target. Suture Priest, Ariok Champion, Blood Artist, Underworld Coinsmith. There are a fair amount of enchantments in the deck, but if you run less enchantments, it's still going to give you life when he enters, and that's useful. Kambal, Consul of Allocation, Valkenroth Noble, Wall of Reverence. This card will surprise you with how useful it is. The fact that it gains life at the end of your turn allows you to cast Karlov again and then gain life after he comes in. Sunscorch Regent can become a huge threat. And Archangel of Thune. Our Planeswalkers, we have a Sorin, Lord of Innistrad, Elspeth Tyrell, and Obnixilis of the Black Oath. For our artifacts, our mana rocks are Soul Ring, Orzhov Signet, Commander Sphere, and Pristine Talisman. It's a very good card in the deck. We have Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, and Whisper Silk Cloak to protect our general since it's a build-around deck. The unblockability on Whisper Silk Cloak is also useful. Then we have a Jit, an Illusionist Bracers, an Aloxodon Warhammer, to gain life or take advantage of Karlov's ability a bit better. Then for card advantage, we have Skull Clamp, Scroll Rack, and Well of Lost Dreams. Now, an animation module, which if you have a Soul Sister out, will allow you to spend all of your mana to put +1/+1 counters on Karlov. Tablet of the Guilds, Panharmonicon. Now I want to point out that Panharmonicon doesn't care if the creature or artifact entering is your creature or artifact, only that you control the trigger that's triggering. So other players' creatures entering and triggering your Soul Sister will trigger your Soul Sister twice. Then Ether Flux Reservoir. This card is extremely powerful and people might give you grief for running it. It's a very powerful card in the deck. Our enchantments, we have a land tax, and then we have Authority of the Consuls and Blind Obedience. It's a little bit of control for our opponents, plus Aura of Silence and Rule of Law, and Leyline of the Void. And then we have Phyrexian Reclamation, Vampiric Rites, Phyrexian Arena, Necropotence for card advantage, and then token producing we have Bitter Blossom, Luminarch Ascension, and Mobilization. And then we have Exquisite Blood and Righteous Cause for life gain enchantments. I really like Righteous Cause in this deck because you can swing with Karlov and put counters on him before combat damage, which is helpful in some situations. For our sorceries, we have a Toxic Deluge, an Austere Command, and Proclamation of Rebirth, which has a forecast ability, so you don't usually cast it, you just forecast it. It's really mana intensive, but your Soul Sisters tend to get killed a lot, and they're very vital to your deck. Instants, we have a Path to Exile, a Swords to Plowshares, or Resolve Charm. It is a removal spell, but it can also recur one of your Soul Sisters. Anguished Unmaking, and Benevolent Offering for instant life gain and tokens. So that's my Karlov of the Ghost Council EDH deck. It's one of my permanent decks. I enjoy playing with it a lot. As always, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment with them and I'll respond in my follow-up video.